What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Wager Zone podcast, and we are back for another UFC event, guys. This is going to be UFC 316, Dvalishvili taking on Sean O'Malley for the second fight. And guys, this is going to be a banger of a card. It's going to be in Newark, New Jersey. A lot of great fights on this card. I see a lot of finishes coming in this card, and I think this is going to be a really exciting event. And I'm a big Sean O'Malley fan, so hopefully he comes out here and wins the fight. And guys, I might be a little biased in the Sean O'Malley prediction, but either way, I try to take my biases out of my predictions. I try to come in here and give you guys watching tape and what I actually really think. Instead of just betting on like my favorite fighters, I like to come out here and actually tell you guys what I think. I've had many times where I've actually bet against people I didn't actually liked and were one of my favorite fighters, and I picked against them. But this one, guys, I might be a little biased because I really want Sean O'Malley to win this event. So that's a little spoiler of probably who I'm going to be taking in the main event. So for the first fight of the night, let's get right into this. If you guys are here for the first time, like the video, subscribe to the page, come back every single day, guys, and let's cash out for today's UFC 316. First fight of the night is going to be the lightweight division. It's going to be Moderos taking on Mark I think it's Choinsky. And this one, guys, we're taking Moderos. I just think Moderos is going to be able to out-grapple Choinsky. I think the only thing Choinsky is going to be able to come out here and do is try to take him down. He's at grappling. He hasn't fought the best competition. Moderos has fought the better competition. And he's a really good grappler as well. If you watch the Austin Hubbard fight, where Austin Hubbard, in my opinion, I do believe is a better grappler than Choinsky. I just think Moderos went out there and won that fight against Austin Hubbard, and now he's taking a step down against Choinsky. And I think he's going to be able to come in here, stop some of the takedowns, maybe even force a couple of his takedowns of his own, but mainly keep this fight at distance, land some strikes, get back up. And after Choinsky honestly gasses out, I can see Moderos maybe finishing him in those late rounds or either getting a decision victory. So for this one, guys, give me Moderos to win this one, either by a late round knockout or by decision. All right, guys, next fight is going to be the lightweight division as well. It's going to be Quinlan Salkilld taking on Yanal Ashmush. And this one, guys, we're taking Quinlan Salkilld. I think he's going to come out here and honestly win this fight via knockout. I think Yanal Ashmush, the only way he wins this fight is he comes in here and just throws hell to water and actually tries to come in here and take Quinlan's head off. But Quinlan honestly has really good cardio. He has a really good chin. His durability usually stands up in all of these fights. And I think Yanal Ashmush is probably going to come out here swinging for the fences in that first round. But he might even get countered by Quinlan, get knocked out. I just think Quinlan has a better cardio. He has a better striking. I think he's a really decent grappler as well. And like he has good takedown defense. And I just don't think Yanal Ashmush can beat him anywhere in this fight. And I just think Quinlan's going to come out here and probably finish him. So for this one, give me Quinlan to come out here and win this fight either by knockout or submission. All right, guys, and this next one's going to be the featherweight division. This is going to be Jacob Sarek taking on Yo. And this one, guys, I'm taking Yo. I think Yo's going to come in here and probably just dominate this fight all the way from the beginning all the way to the end. Even if he finishes them or he goes all 3 rounds, I just think Yo just a way better fighter. I think he's a better striker. I think he has better grappling. I think he has a better cardio. And Jacob Sarek is a guy from Indonesia where we've seen a lot of these fighters come from Indonesia where they don't have the best camps. They come out here, they haven't been training or fighting against the best competition. And now a guy in Yo that trains with Korean Zombie, he fights against really good fighters, and he has a really good training camp. I just believe he's just going to be the way better fighter and come out here and win this one pretty easily. So for this one, give me Yo to win this fight. All right, guys, next fight is going to be Ariane Lipski or Da Silva, because she is married now, but we all know her as Lipski. And I do believe she's going to be fighting against a really good fighter in this one, in Wayne Kong. I'm a big fan of Wayne Kong. I've been watching Wayne Kong in her kickboxing matches. Her grappling is getting a lot better. She has good wrestling. She's actually beat a lot of UFC fighters in kickboxing. So like I said, her kickboxing is elite. And I honestly don't believe Da Silva is going to be able to have anything for her. I think Wayne Kong's going to beat her in everywhere. I think she beats her in the grappling aspect. I think she's stronger. I think she has a better striker. And we're all big fans of Lipski. We've all been watching Lipski for a long time. She's been in the UFC for a while. But I just believe everybody's going to come out here and Wayne Kong tonight. And I just believe they're going to come out here. She's going to come out here and knock her out. So come on, guys. Let's Wayne Kong tonight. And let's cash this bet on Wayne Kong. She's one of my confident bets of her day. All right, guys, next fight is going to be in the welterweight division. It's going to be Chaos Williams taking on Andreas Gustafsson. And guys, this one I'm taking an underdog. I'm taking Andreas Gustafsson. I just believe he's a dog. I think Chaos Williams hits very hard, but I don't believe he's going to be able to last all the rounds with Andreas Gustafsson coming out here pressuring him. I think it's going to be probably one of the best fights we see tonight. I think it's going to be, or I should say Saturday night is going to be one of the best fights we see. I really just think Gustafsson's going to come out here, pressure him forward, probably take some shots. But we see Gustafsson in his recent fights, or if you have watches him in a regional scene, this guy's a dog. He takes shots. I've seen this guy fully bloodied up, probably one of the most bloodiest fights I've seen in a long time, and come out here and still win the fight. He's going to be pushing Chaos Williams up against the fence. He's going to be pressing forward, landing some hard shots. Chaos Williams probably going to land some hard shots back and forth. But I just believe it's going to come down to who has the better cardio and who can take it more. And I just believe Andreas Gustafsson can take the shots. He has a better better cardio. And like I said, I just think Chaos Williams is probably going to gas out. And I think Gustafsson can either finish him in those later rounds or win a decision. So for this one, guys, give me the underdog. Give me Andreas Gustafsson to beat Chaos Williams. All right, guys, next fight, Sergey Spivak taking on Waldo Cortez Acosta. It's going to be in the heavyweight division. And this one, guys, I'm taking Sergey Spivak. I just don't think Acosta has the best grappling. He is a good boxer, don't get me wrong. This is honestly probably going to be a boxer against a grappler. And most times, guys, the grappler usually wins those kind of fights. I think Acosta has a better striking. He's probably going to come out here and try to land some hard shots on Spivak. But as soon as Spivak gets his hands locked and takes him down, I honestly think Spivak has a good chance of submitting him. He's going to take him down to the ground probably right away. I think he's going to hold top control, maybe get a second round submission, or maybe even just hold top control for most of this fight and win this fight via decision. So for this one, guys, give me Sergey Spivak. All right, guys, next fight is going to be Azmat Murzakanov taking on Brenton Ribeiro. And this one, guys, I'm taking Azmat. I think Azmat Murzakanov is just a better fighter all around. I think he hits harder. I think he's a better striker. I think he has really good grappling. But the way he wins this fight is if he goes to his grappling and tries to ground and pound Brenton Ribeiro. Ribeiro, honestly, is one of these low-level heavyweights, or I should say light heavyweight. He's one of these low-level fighters that's been in here for a while, but he's losing to a lot of not that good competition. A couple of his fights that he's actually lost to, people are not in the UFC anymore. And I think Murzakanov honestly has a pretty easy fight for this one. Like I said, I think Murzakanov coming here and knock him down on the feet because Ribeiro doesn't have the best chin, or also he can just take him down and just ground and pound him, or get a submission victory. I just think Azmat Murzakanov wins the fight everywhere it goes. So for this one, guys, give me Murzakanov to win this one however he wants. All right, next fight in the flyweight division is going to be Bruno Silva taking on Joshua Van. And this one, guys, I'm taking Joshua Van. Joshua Van is just a really good fighter. This guy has the cardio. This guy's a dog. This guy has good striking. He has good grappling. I think he's getting better and better with how young he is. He seems like he's just a good all-around fighter in every single aspect of MMA. And Bruno Silva is a decent striker. He's a decent grappler, but I honestly believe Joshua Van is better than him everywhere. But honestly, guys, I'm not going to lie to you. Joshua Van is a giant favorite, and I think these odds are kind of off. I think honestly should be a little closer because I could see this fight actually being a close fight, but I just think Joshua Van comes out here and still wins no matter how it goes. If he loses that first round and comes out here, maybe you get a better live betting price on him. But either way, guys, I think Joshua Van wins this fight, probably by decision. So this one, guys, give me Joshua Van. Next fight, guys, Vicente Luque taking on Kevin Holland. And this one, guys, I'm taking Kevin Holland. I just don't think Vicente Luque has athleticism anymore as he used to. If this fight was probably about 5-6 years ago, I would honestly say this is probably going to be a dog fight, and Vicente Luque might actually pull it off. But now with Kevin Holland being the younger fighter, Vicente Luque doesn't have the best chin anymore. He doesn't have the durability. And it seems like Vicente Luque, the reason why he was so good in this fighting is because he would give some shots, he would take some shots, and he would just keep coming forward and not be able to, and people wouldn't be able to deal with this pressure. But nowadays, Vicente Luque's chin's not really there. He doesn't have the athleticism to get a lot of the takedowns he wants to. And I honestly think Kevin Holland comes in here and knocks him out. Kevin Holland went out there and hit Gunnar Nelson with some hard shots and almost finished Gunnar Nelson. But if he hits Vicente Luque with any of those shots he hits Gunnar Nelson with, he's going to knock out Vicente Luque. I honestly think Gunnar Nelson has better athleticism and better takedowns. That's better than Vicente Luque at this moment. So I feel like this is an easier fight for Kevin Holland than Gunnar Nelson was. So for this one, guys, give me Kevin Holland. I think he does it by knockout. Next fight, guys, in the bantamweight division, it's going to be Mario Batista taking on Patchy Mix. And Patchy Mix is making his UFC debut. We've all watched this guy in Bellator. We've watched him in all these other regional scene fights in other organizations. And this guy has really good grappling. I honestly think this is probably going to be the most competitive fight of the night. I think a lot of people are sleeping on Batista because he went out there and won a boring fight against Jose Aldo, which I believe he lost that fight. I think Aldo went out there and actually landed some shots, and all Mario Batista did was just shoot takedowns religiously over and over again and didn't get any of them. But I just don't believe he's going to be able to come out here and do that to Patchy Mix. I think Patchy Mix is a better grappler than him. I think the striking is pretty even, so it can go back and forth, but this is going to be a very competitive matchup. But honestly, in this one, guys, I'm taking Patchy Mix. The better bet for me, honestly, for this one is probably the over 2.5, because I do believe this fight goes to decision. But I'm taking Patchy Mix because I have to give you guys a pick of who I think wins this fight. Very close fight, very competitive, but I think it goes to decision in a very close fight, and Patchy Mix pulls it off. So give me Patchy Mix. All right, guys, next fight in the middleweight division is between Kelvin Gastelum taking on Joe Pyfer. And guys, this fight is rescheduled. It was supposed to be on that card in Mexico City, and when that card came out, guys, I was taking Kelvin Gastelum. I thought he was going to be able to go out here and beat Joe Pyfer in Mexico City, mainly because of the altitude, and Kelvin Gastelum is a cardio machine, and Joe Pyfer doesn't have the best cardio, so I thought the altitude was going to get to Joe Pyfer, and I just thought Kelvin Gastelum was going to be able to have the durability and win that fight. But now it's when it being in Newark, New Jersey, actually very close to Joe Pyfer's home in Philadelphia, I just believe that Joe Pyfer is going to win this fight. I think he's probably going to do it by decision. I don't know if he's going to be able to knock out Kelvin Gastelum. Kelvin Gastelum has a really good chin. Even if he's old, this guy can take some shots. But I do believe Kelvin Gastelum actually has a chance of winning at least one round. But I just think Joe Pyfer is going to come out here and win this fight. Like I said, I was on Kelvin Gastelum with the first time. But Kelvin Gastelum was out there in Mexico City, and I thought the cardio were just going to win this one or win that one. But now with it being in Newark, New Jersey, I think Jill Pfeiffer's probably going to pull this one off. So give me Jill Pfeiffer. All right, guys, the next fight is going to be in the women's bantamweight division. It's going to be for the title, a title fight. Juliana Pena taking on Kayla Harrison. And guys, this one I'm taking Kayla Harrison. I think Juliana Pena is a good fighter. I think she's decent, but I don't believe she beats Kayla Harrison anywhere. I think Kayla Harrison's a better grappler. I think the striking is probably even because they both don't have the better striking. I think Kayla Harrison might actually have a little bit of better cardio, but honestly, I think the cardio is about the same. But I just believe Kayla Harrison wins this fight easily with the grappling. I don't think Juliana Pena is going to be able to out-grapple, out-wrestle Kayla Harrison, especially with her judo background. I think Kayla Harrison has a good chance of taking her down, probably even getting a finish. But honestly, I could see this fight going to decision, maybe even being a closer fight than the line says. But I just think Kayla Harrison wins this fight. I don't honestly, I'm a Juliana fan, guys. Don't get me wrong. I've actually picked Juliana to beat Raquel. I actually picked Juliana to beat Amanda Nunes in that first fight. I was a guy that actually thought she would beat Amanda. I actually put money on it and cashed out on that. But now going against Kayla Harrison, I just think Kayla Harrison is a better fighter. I've been telling people when Kayla Harrison first came to the UFC from PFL, I was like, this girl's going to be a champion. I think she has a good chance of even beating Amanda Nunes. So for this one, guys, give me Kayla Harrison to say and new and be the new champion of the women's bantamweight division. All right, guys, for the main event of the night in the bantamweight title fight, Dvalishvili taking on Sean O'Malley. And guys, like I said in the beginning of the fight, and beginning of the whole video, I'm taking Sean O'Malley. I think Sean O'Malley comes in here and wins this rematch. I took him in the first fight. A lot of people said that Sean O'Malley went out there and got beat up really bad. But if you go look at the scorecard, Sean O'Malley won 2 of those rounds on the judges' scorecards. And that 5th round, Sean O'Malley started to put it on Merab. And this one, guys, Sean O'Malley, if you believe him or not, he had a hip injury that last fight. He had a torn labrum in his hip, and I don't think he was able to stop the takedowns as well. I thought the moment was really big in Las Vegas where they had it at the Sphere. And I think the Sphere event was just, Sean O'Malley was just in awe. If you watch him coming out in that walkout, he would just, when he walked out to the ring, he was just like, wow, this looks crazy. I think he was kind of distracted. I think it was a big moment for him, and Merab doesn't really care about those big moments. So I really feel like that was tailor-made for a Merab win. But now with this one, guys, being in New York, New Jersey, not at the Sphere, I think Sean O'Malley has a good chance of winning this fight. Sean O'Malley has made a lot of life changes. He quit smoking. He quit drinking. He doesn't do his YouTube podcast as much anymore. He's just been focused in training, and he's actually not going to be coloring his hair for this event. He's going back to his OG hair. Usually this guy colors his hair all different types. He has his wife come out there as his hairstylist and comes out here and dyes his hair different colors. But this time, Sean O'Malley is going to OG back to his normal hairstyle. I feel like Sean O'Malley is very focused for this fight. I think he honestly sets a trap and knocks out Merab. And I see a lot of people that are on Merab. Don't get me wrong, that's probably not a bad bet, Merab by decision. But I just think Sean O'Malley is going to be able to stop more of the takedowns in that first fight. And I feel like if Merab comes out here and tries to make this an exciting fight, as he said he wants to make this more of an exciting fight than the first one, he's going to come out here and get knocked out. I think Sean O'Malley is one of the best fighters to set up traps for these guys that shoot takedowns. Like I said, the first one, he had a torn labrum, so I don't believe the takedowns defense was actually there and the distance control wasn't actually there with the movement. But now I just think Sean O'Malley is going to come out here, be able to move around the ring, stop the takedowns, end up landing that kill shot on Merab and knocking him out. So for this one, guys, another fight I'm taking for the championship to be and new. Give me Sean O'Malley to get this rematch and win this fight, guys. And alright, guys, that is it for today's video. Like I said in the beginning, like the video, subscribe to the page, UFC 316, guys. Let's cash out for this event, and I'm out of here. I'll see you guys next time.